Alrighty, seventh graders. So today you are at home doing a word problem review. Okay, so we're gonna do a couple of the problems, and then the rest will be your assignment. Okay. So here is a list of words and what they mean as operation. I had quite a few students asking me they didn't know about how to come up with the equation. So here is at least some words, and it tells you that number value is going to be used as your addition or subtraction or your multiplication or your division. Okay, so if you need to, you can come back to this throughout the video to do your work. All right, so directions, read the following word problems. First, we have to define our variable. That's your let variable equal on a what is it equal. Use cubes strategy. That's our circle, underline, box, eliminate and solve. We need to write and solve and check our equation. Then write the answer in a complete sentence. Okay, so there is 331 students on a field trip. And as I go through, I'm going to use my cubes and go ahead and circle my number values that went on a field trip. 6 buses were filled and 7 students traveled in cars. How many students were on each bus? Okay, so let's go ahead and underline. We had 331 students went. That's our total. That's how many students went on the field trip. 6 buses were filled and 7 students travel on cars. Okay, 6 buses were filled. That kind of tells me I'm going to multiply because does it tell us how many kids are going on the bus? No. So how many students went on each bus? That's our question. Okay. So we could say let S equals students on bus. Okay. Now using what we know our 331 is how many went in total. So that's how I know where my equal sign is going to be. I'm going to leave room to check the answer. I'm going to go a little bit closer. Okay. Well, we had 6 buses, but I don't know how many students were on that bus. Plus 7 had a ride in cars. So that's our two-step equation. A 6s plus 7 equals 331. Okay. So now let's solve it using our algebraic skills. Remember, you always have to show what you are eliminating on both sides of the equal sign. I want my 7 to be canceled. Stops it adding, it is subtracting. 6s equals 2. We have 324. All right. Then we have multiplication. Stops and multiplication is my division. I divide by whatever is with the variable. And then we get s equals 54. Now, before I write my sentence, I'm going to go ahead and check my work. Okay, so for checking, I have 6 times 54 plus 7, and that equals 301. Well, 6 times 54 is, yes, 324. And if I add my 7 and my 24, I get 331. And that is equal to the other side. So now I can write my sentence. That's your last step that you do. So we would say 54 students rode on each bus. Okay. We need 2 pauses. All right. Jaden had $24 to spend on 7 pencils. Okay, after buying them, she was given $10. How much did each pencil cost? Okay, so one of our keywords is actually in the question. The word each always means to multiply. Okay, so that tells me I'm going to have to take my 7 here and actually multiply. Okay, if she had $24, that's how much she started with. Okay, and then she ended with $10. That's actually really equal. If she had to spend, no, minus. We'll make this a minus. Sorry, guys. She started with her $24. Okay, but she spent money on 7 pencils and ended up with $10. Okay, so I'm using P, so we let P equal pencil cost. Now, a lot of students want to add 7 because it's in the second term. But remember, we want to get rid of whatever is not tied to the variable. And then watch your integers. Remember, this 7 is a negative 7p. And then you get a negative 14. Now we know the opposite of multiplication is our division. So we're going to cancel those out. And p equals, remember your integer rules, 2 negatives make a positive. They cancel each other out. Like getting rid of a debt. So we get $2. And of course we can check it. Is 24 minus 7 times 2 going to equal 10? Well, 24 minus 14 does in fact equal our $10. So now our sentence, because a lot of you are just giving only P equals 2 on your homework, and you're not giving the actual sentence, so you can't get full credit. So we could say, Javion paid $2 per pencil. And then you're done. Okay, so you got about 7 more problems to do on your own. Like I said, if you need to, come back and use your word problem keywords to let you know other words that mean equal. Okay, is total, was, is. Okay, those are other keywords to help you know where is your equal sign going to go. Okay. And there is no shame in at least trying and making sure that you're coming up with an equation and then using your algebraic steps. Okay? Make sure you're just trying to figure it out with computation. You're using our steps 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. I get some kids that get to 4 and they stop. You need to make sure you're doing all 5 steps. Alrighty, I hope you guys have a great day. Send your teachers a message if you have any questions.